Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. This is Sarnath as always, and we are checking out the pre-alpha for Last Epoch again. We did a little bit last night, tinkering around, looking around, asking some general questions, and I did actually get some feedback from the developers already, which was awesome to see. They're incredibly active. And as for the question we got about Ward is a temporary shield. Think of it like an energy shield-like thing. It takes damage before your health pool, but it drains very quickly, especially the more you have. Dodge entropy it influences the dodge chance and rolls. Like, you don't just have a 50% chance to dodge. It influences it to where you're not getting mass strings of dodges or just bad luck where you're just never dodging. The Frozen Protector talent influencing the Ice Shell ability for the Sorcerer removes the mana drain regardless of who you cast it on. So those are the answers we got for that for our Sorcerer. Now let's jump right back into it and take a look around. There were some changes being seen. I am going to throw a shout out onto the Discord real quick to the community there. They've been absolutely phenomenal, and I certainly do not want to not include them. Alright, now that I got that thrown out there for everybody, we are going to check out a new character. We're going to check out the Beastmaster today. We're not going to play on hardcore. I also want to throw a quick shout out again. There is a Kickstarter going on for the developers of the game. This is all about fundraising for them to get money gathered resources to further develop the game. It's been absolutely phenomenal already. It hasn't even been a full 24 hours and they've already raised a considerable amount of money. You can find that below. If you're watching on Twitch, there's a panel down there. You can just click on that picture and it'll take you right over to their supporter page, and you can figure out exactly what you want to do. There's all sorts of perks associated with donating to the cause. Oh, we can summon wolves. It's awesome. And as always, this is the pre-alpha. It's not an unpolished gem by any means. I am going to get my chat going there. There we are. Now I can follow everybody in the chat. There we go. Primal Wolf. So it looks like we fight in melee alongside our companion. Doesn't look like he tanks anything though. Those seem to ignore him. Well, the game already looks a lot more polished than it did last night. I know they did some bug fixes and some light overhauling. Level 2. Thorn Burst. Okay, looks like a Nova ability. Alright. I'll just enjoy the spamtasm that is Thorn Burst. Oh. I like the whole summon aspect, so I'm going to be looking for things with minion damage on it, and that certainly has it. And now we're using a two-handed weapon here. Oh, that's slow weapon speed too. Playing into that whole dynamic there. We are now in Breerhold. Fury Leap. There's a cooldown associated to it. Hey, that's pretty cool. I like that. I can dig it. It's Leap Slam from PoE. Tons of damage too. Ooh. Minion dodge. Okay, regen on potion use. Oh, that fat crit. Good God, man.
No, thank you.
We'll get to that. That does a lot of damage front loaded. I like the thought of having a leap attack. So definitely good in my eyes. Barun the Defiler. Alright, well, you're donezo. Oh, the Bone Fiend. Where? New ability that I got. Swipe. Cost 0. Well then, swipe, you can go on my right click. Rabbit Sash. Amulet of the Fish. Let's pick up all this stuff. New character, right? Let's see what we got here. Minion physical. A little bit of bleed. Nah, I leech. Health leech. I'm gonna give that up.
Well, stop.
Oh, you two dogs, settle down. Alright, we do have a specialization here. Wolves have a chance per point to inflict bleed. Pretty neat. Let's see what else is this direction. Leap attack. Wolves gain a leap attack. Has increased cooldown recovery. Nice. Gain more damage over time per point. Alright. That affects the bleed. Got it. Increases cooldown recovery for the summon. Efficiency, fleeting pack. Wolves are unsummoned after 20 seconds. You have no limit on the number of wolves. That has some pretty cool potential. Steadfast companions. Okay. So on current numbers, that's another 20 seconds to be a 40-second wolf summon. Additional health. Increased regen, recovery, and additional health. Dodge rating. Add 1 to your max number of wolves per point. Summon wolf can hold 1 additional charge per point. Your wolves deal 20% less damage per point. Multiplicative with other bonuses. Gotcha. Wolves deal more damage. So it helps counteract the damage loss a little bit. I like it. More damage per point. Again, helps counteract. Legendary Bite. 60% more damage. Holy crap. Okay, lightning damage. Retaliate with a lightning strike when they take 50 damage. Attuned wolves. Alright, so that's pretty cool. There's a lot of different, there's a lot of potential there. What do we have for swipe? What can swipe do? Wave of force travels forward. To shred armor. Okay, a lot of good potential there. So it seems like the Beastmaster is meant to fight in the front alongside his companions. Really grasping the fantasy that I wish Diablo 2 had done better with the Druid. They had fallen very far short of that. But that's a 20-year-old game. Oh, like that. Cole. Claws of the Bear. Alright. Hey, you too. Hey. Let's see. You know what? I am actually going to improve my wolves. I really like the thought of having extra wolves out. I kind of want to get serrated claws a little bit and at least leap attack. So I put 2 points there. And the reason with that is just to make them more aggressive. I want them to take the hits before me. But that does mean I'm not going in the direction. Oh, attack speed and move speed modifiers. There's a lot of good in this tree. really torn. I'm gonna get that bleed though. Specialize. We're gonna pick up that bleed. And we're eventually gonna go for that leap attack. Alright, so that's where we're gonna start. Resummon our wolf. Blacksmith. Ah, I can engage with you on this side of your shop now. Alright, we'll sell. What do we got here? Some yellow armor. It's pretty expensive though. Gives me a lot of minion health though. I am really looking to see how I can affect my minions the most with this.
This is the stuff for Travis.
Okay.
It's for when he got his lab work.
Oh, I understand.
He's got your dog.
I see. Won't buy anything for now. RNG's just take the wheel. Wolf seems pretty tanky.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Iron Spear of Frost. Okay. I have a question. Do the minions, the pets if you will, do they have a chance to critically hit? If so, is it based on player crit, or is it a fixed amount that will later be modified by nodes within the specialization for that specific summon?
Ooh, you got sneaky feet, Kyle.
Cleave really doing the trick here. Ooh, revives. I like it. Let's see here. Check the volume of the music. I turned it up considerably. I turned it up on my phone to see if we could hear the music in the background. It doesn't seem that you guys can. That is a little discouraging. Let's turn it up a little bit here. There we go. It's weird that you guys can't hear it on the stream. It's really loud on my end. Hey, they explode. Unallocated passive. Alright. I don't need a ton of mana here. Oh, they're completely different. I like that. 15% damage reduction. Poison on spells. Negative attack speed modifier. Driven by hunger. You and your minions gain 10% each. Oh. Pack hunter. Got it. Preserver. The Onyx. The vulture. Low life on kill. Really gives you staying power. Driven by hunger is really good. Yeah, I saw that and it caught my eye. I'm really wanting to explore the summoner, so to speak, with behind the Beastmaster. I'm not a big fan of totems. I use them in Path of Exile. I'm not a big fan of them there. And I was watching Wolfcryer's stream when he was playing Beastmaster. I mean, he seemed to really like the totems, but I don't. That's not really for me. So let's see. Well, here, driven by hunger. Talents. Minions gain crit. Oh yeah, we're gonna go full on this one. Strength every 6 points, 7 health per point. Minion damage per point. That's where we're going. Alright, unallocated skill points. We're going to get that extra point of serrated claws. We can get the leap attack. Young lady, you need to stop doing that. That dog, you're going to get yourself hurt. I got the little one playing with the dog. So one thing, I know it just says 17% per point, and I could napkin math it myself, but would there be any way on a later iteration of this to have this read out, like maybe below it or next to the name in brackets, how much your total is? For example, this is 34% with 2 points. Next to serrated claws, it could say, you know, in brackets, parentheses, 34%, current rank. Yeah, just one of those small quality of life things later on to put in. Tooltips will be dramatically improved, absolutely yes. Yeah, you know, it's super early in the alpha. I'm not, you know, super concerned about it, but I definitely want to provide feedback where I can. We don't screech, young lady. You know better. Use your words. Can I not leap downstairs? Is that a thing? Nope, it worked then. I wonder why it didn't work there. I love the map, I really do. Appreciate the feedback. No problem. I mean, I asked some questions in my last stream and I got feedback really early. Oh, I see a lot of the enemies have changed too. I mean, that could be completely random on every playthrough, but... Oh. What do you do? Hold on. Compare. Minion damage 14%. I don't need damage leech's health. I get it from a node. I lose that bonus physical damage. So, question for you while you're in here, Ekamarcher. The wolf does physical damage, presumably. Do my overall damage modifiers to physical also apply to the wolf? Because that really determines whether or not, you know, I pick this up. As silly as that might seem at the moment. Oh, wow. No contest here. Equipping that. Minion health regen. Yeah, that's going to be good to use. You and your minions. Ah, wow, that's good for... Wow, look at that minion health. No, only minion damage modifiers are applied to the pet. Okay, so... in that case... Alright. We'll keep it, because mine has 15%. Hey, Critical, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We are checking out the Beastmaster today. We did the Sorcerer last night, did the playthrough of the story, got the thanks for playing screen. I was like, okay, time to check out another one tomorrow. Let's see. 19% minion damage. Well, that's a lot better than the 15. I will happily take that. I will be using a spear. Need to go to town. Oh, there's the next area. Skills. Oh, ranked up this. Leap attack. Awesome. Looking forward to that. Summon Thorn Totem that fires thorns at nearby enemies. Okay, that's just gonna go here. That's gonna go where my Thorn Burst was, because it looks like it's the same thing and does it automatically. A few videos on it. Yeah, I've ever since Wolfcrier put his up, I've been looking around and seeing a lot of stuff up. It's been awesome, to say the least. And that'll free up this. Clawguard looks really good too, if I'm gonna be sticking with Swipe. Just having 15% DR. You don't know exactly how all the numbers are going to work just yet, because again, early alpha, but 15% is pretty considerable on paper. Heat-seeking totems OP. We'll check it out. There's the thorn one. Okay, it just sprays. Okay. Nope. Wow, I'm having a much easier time clearing stuff than my sorcerer did early on, that's for sure. But then again, when I hit, once I got that volcanic orb on my sorcerer, everything just fell over flat. It's great. Check out the later nodes. Let's see. Savage Pack, I saw the attack speed and cast speed per point. The attack speed's the real highlight for me there. 20 Fist of Stone, physical damage per point. It's been pointed out to me now that that's not going to affect the minions, so I'm not going to get that. Wisdom of the Wild is pretty much the same as it was on my sorcerer for the most part. Teeth and Talons, 30% increased crit strike multiplier. Oh, crit damage, love it. 40% crit strike chance. Beautiful. I'm glad that this is split up like this, where you make the player have to really pick and choose. On the totem, sorry, no problem, I will take a look. Is there any way to look at those without having to completely despecialize? Because I hate having to lose all that experience. Berserk looks really good too. Yes. Oh, right like this. Never mind. I am silly. Alright, expansion, you have an additional thorn totem up top per point. Can hold additional charge, lasts 3 seconds longer per point. Wow. So you can just spam these things out. Mana efficiency, I love how that's connected to something that increases the mana cost. Increased cooldown recovery. 25% chance to leave cloud of poison gas on death. Nice. Doesn't count as a hit, but does damage over time. Hey, last Epoch game. How's it going? Venom Tip Thorns. 14.3% chance. When you guys come in to edit this later on, space that out a little bit more on the numerical value, because I almost read that as 143. That decimal's kind of hard to see, at least for me. Poison, chance to poison per hit, awesome. Ancient Power, 18% more physical damage, multiplicative. I really like that you guys point this out, by the way, that it's multiplicative, not additive, because that's going to come down later on in the game when everyone's wanting to min-max their builds or check things out. That question's going to come up a lot, and it's always all over forums and all these other games because it's never pointed out. So definitely some big points from my end for seeing that already in. Forum font needs a little more spacing. Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oaken protections have 10% more health per point. Do the monsters actually target the totems? Do they prioritize those at all? Like, how does the AI prioritization go? Is it always player obscene? Because they've so far ignored my wolf entirely. That may still be a big work in progress, though. So, if you don't have the answer just yet, I do understand. Thorn totems have 20% projectile speed per point. They hit the nearest things they can. Okay, thank you. So up to 60% increased projectile speed. Deal double damage on... Wow! It's 34... It's 51%. That's awesome. Torrent of Thorns fires an additional thorn in each burst per point. Okay, that's cool.
Is that there with you? Okay. Let's make sure.
Okay, so getting the leap attack for the wolves first was a good idea to help draw threat. I don't have access to the bear. I saw the bear in the skill tree when I looked. Looking forward to seeing what he can do. More damage, less cast speed. Both of these bonus are multiplicative with other bonuses. Again, thank you so much for putting that in. Reduce armor for 4 seconds on hit per point. Love it. Thank you. Thank you, Seraphin. I do appreciate you bringing me those. Our heat seeking. What? Oh man. That just sounds fantastic. Spread of thorn totem attacks are reduced by 20 degrees per point. I love this. I love the thought of that for people that are more into the math of it all. I'm really looking forward to that. That's the money note. I believe it. Oh wow. Melee void damage. Okay. I lose minion damage though. Well, not too much, only 4%. I don't know, I like it more than the spear. Oh, it looks nice too. I like that. Has some sort of effect on it. Let's see, new skill, what do we got? Serpent Strike. Requires a pole arm. I think I just got rid of my pole arm. So it's going to be a no-go. I am actually going to get the attack speed and go for pack hunters, I believe. I don't know. As if I go this way, well, a lot of these nodes are really nice. More damage over time. Leap as recovery. I think I'm gonna go this way for pack hunters rather than spam summoning. I'm gonna go with on the hunt. A serpent strike. Summon a primal serpent on kill. Always poison on hit. Have an unlimited duration. Do not regenerate health. You are limited to 1 at a time. Okay. Interesting. A lot of different play styles here contained within these specializations. I really like that a lot. Yes, I would like to shop, good sir. Need to sell off my goodies. You'd pop out, have a good stream, thanks. Hey, Echo Archer, thanks for stopping by. This looks like an older version of the game. I just downloaded the latest version off of your guys' channel on the Discord that you had posted before firing this up. So unless one literally just got put out in the last 30 minutes, I'll go look. Well, there's a lot of good stuff in this game so far. Looking really nice. Might of Terra. For sure, from that way. Skill icons didn't get changed and the version number didn't update. I mean, I'll tab out and look. Let's see. Yep, this is the one that I'm looking at from that got posted in the Discord according to my timestamp 4.9.3, April 17th. Downloadable link today at 3:12 a.m. my time. Minor hotfix fixes some nodes being in incorrect positions, tooltip rounding, as well as a few other things. That's the one I downloaded. Well, I will tell you what, I will go correct that then. Alright, Google Docs. I am downloading it right now from the posted Discord message. Used an old exe to launch the game. Ah, okay. I will correct that then. I'll have this fired up back up in just a sec. So I will delete my current. And I'll make a whole brand new folder for it. New folder. How old are my kids? I have 3 children. They are 9, 6, and 3. My 6-year-old turned 7 this weekend. My 3-year-old just turned 3 last month. And my 9-year-old turns 10 this summer. I normally only open mic when my kids are at school, because sometimes they get loud, you know how it is as a parent. But they're behaving really well right now, so I decided to leave it as an open mic. And if it gets out of hand, I'll just turn on my push to talk, no big deal. 3's well, 8, 4, and 1. Well, congratulations on your youngest.
Did you remember to put the lottery away? Good job.
Let's see here. I will extract all to the new folder I made. Might have to start over, but it's not a big deal. I like being able to see the changes from a fresh look. And again, I apologize for the downtime, everybody. It will go up as soon as that is done transferring.
Hey, we have Disney on. You're going to want to cut the first half of that video out.
Disney's not on, that's Nick Jr.
Now it is. I realized halfway through that you were...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we figured out when I was streaming one time that if the Disney Channel's on, I get like 493 copyright hits when this goes to YouTube. It doesn't do anything, it just means I can't monetize the video, which doesn't matter that much to me. I'm not a big enough channel to monetize my content yet. But it was still really amusing to get that email. It's almost done moving all the full files over. Apologize again for the delay. Of course, huge thanks goes out to not only the entire Discord community over at the Last Epoch Discord, but for the dev team as well. They've been very active, very responsive to everyone's questions and comments. They've been taking feedback exceedingly well, and during this month is the Kickstarter for it. So if you see any of these videos, this gameplay that you really enjoy, if you've gotten into the demo to really check things out and you like what you see, I highly encourage you to go over and support them and help back this project if you can. And if you head over to that supporter link, again, there's a panel below if you're watching on Twitch, or a link below in the description if you're watching on YouTube, that'll take you over to their supporter page. You can see all these awesome perks that you can get for helping back the project. Not even just including alpha access or beta access, but you get all sorts of companions, all these neat little things, and it's honestly awesome to see how much they've put together. They're very well coordinated for a dev team. They have a lot of presence in the community and to all of their viewers and testers and gamers out there. It's honestly very inspiring to see a team like this again. Alright, let's run that. So, last Epoch, if you're still around, when are you guys going to go to an actual launcher, and will that launcher automatically update as you guys put out updates? Like, will you have it automatically draw from a GitHub source that you have privatized, or what is your plan or vision with that if you're still here? Aha! 4.9.3. Let's see if we can enter as our old character. Now, I did read on the Discord that sometimes characters aren't recoverable between versions. The enter game isn't working! Might have to make a new one. Oh well. Automatically pull updates for sure. Hoping to have this in about 9 to 10 weeks. That's awesome. I'm really liking the work you guys have put in so far. I am incredibly hyped to try the Warlock and Necromancer. I love the core of those classes. Again, I am a long-time tabletop gamer. Don't worry about it. It's early alpha. Things like this are going to happen. It's not always going to be perfectly getting along, perfectly working. Oh, those rocks are detailed now. They weren't earlier. Hopefully you guys can actually hear the music in this game now. Turn down the sound effects a little bit. I haven't really heard much in terms of voice volume. Necro is next. Awesome. That is what I like to see. I cannot wait to see that. Ducting Silver Wand. Undead Legionary of the Lizard. Shouldn't that read Legionnaire? Not to be a stickler, but yeah, Twinned Undead Legionnaire of the Lizard. Necrohype graphic update, yeah! Oh, you bringing me puppy dogs, kiddo? Oh, heater shield. Alright, now I got a sword and board. How come the Beastmaster doesn't start with a two-handed weapon if he doesn't start with a shield? Everyone else seems to start with a shield or a two-handed piece. Because the Void Knight starts with a sword and board, and the Sorcerer starts with a sword and board as well. Level 3, got the leap. Healing Undead Elite of the Ox. Ha! I like the mechanics of the class for the Beastmaster so far. Again, numbers are constantly going to be tuned throughout the game's development. I'm not too much looking at that as much as how it feels mechanically to play. And honestly, it feels great. I have the option to sit back as a summoner with the totems and be some kind of quasi-caster, or I could be up front in melee supporting my summons, my companions, if you will. They're not just minions. At least they shouldn't be to a Beastmaster. For those that get into the character, so to speak, is a way to look at things. Oh, check that out. I can zoom in a little bit here. That's like a wolf helm. I like that. I like the pelt. Good look. Sorka's my favorite so far. Flame Ward Battle Mage is fun to play. You know, I checked out the Sork last night, and Volatile Orb and Meteor Swarm with Black Hole is probably my favorite combination of abilities I've seen. It's really interactive. It puts all the power in the hands of the player to do some amazing setups. What's changed? Okay, caps out at 6 instead of 7. Leap is still there. Still caps out at 2. 35, 150 health down there. Alright, still looks good. I'm still going to go the same way though. Specialize. And we do have swipe now. Put that right there. I know the map overlay is still being worked on, but will you have something to affect its transparency as well? Like what additions or alterations are you currently looking at with the minimap? Like here in the square with the trees there, it's perfectly easy to see, but at the end of that last area, it was very difficult to see the map and my position on it. I know this is something that's already being looked at, so this is more of a question of where do you all see doing with this? Are you going to have a larger overlay centered that's transparent like you can find in PoE, Diablo? Or will you keep it to the corner, so to speak, and have the options for the players to modify it there, but keeping it in that corner? Well, that's better than what I got. No minion damage, no minion damage. What do I got for necklaces? Oh, I like that. How much is that? 28 minion health. Gives me more health. Gives them... This is better. Thank you. Doesn't give my pets any benefits. Oh, I don't have any boots. Alright, move speed, some armor, regen on use. I did just see your responses. I actually had a tab overlay map and disabled it because the maps we have over them are low quality. I think it's something people want. There's been an internal debate on it because when it's available, oftentimes people just stare at the overlay instead of the game. Debate is we keep the overlay map out completely. We don't introduce that problem at all, and people actually look at the world they're walking around in. Fair enough. Different people like utilizing those things differently. I, for one, toggle through both in games like Path of Exile, just because a lot of times there's just so much freaking loot on the ground. I just can't have the map there. I just can't see. Aha! Do you say anything new yet? Or are you just gonna warn me about exploding dogs? Exploding dogs ahead. There we go. And a nice small touch that actually means something to me that I've noticed from this update from the last is that before I couldn't have my multi-platform chat open while running this game. It wouldn't carry over properly and it actually caused issues. Whereas now, whatever you guys have changed, I'm actually now able to have my multi-platforming stream open. So for those of you that are watching on either Twitch, YouTube Live, or on Bings.tv, you will all be able to see each other's chat now. So a big thank you to the developers for that. That actually helps me personally, as well as any others that might be streaming your content that do that as well. Leap! Oh, you actually hurt. Okay. Picked up some stuff. What do we got? I like it. Put it on. Much better than mine. It's junk. 44 minion health. Woo! I do like how I'm limited to 1 potion. I have the 3 charges there, it looks like. It increases as I kill stuff. Kind of like Path of Exile, but not so much so that I have 5 flasks and I am mashing the ever-living crap out of them. Oh, minion damage. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna take the damage loss for the minions. And by all means, please let me know if the game sounds are too loud for you guys to hear me. It's pretty darn loud on my end. Level 5. Driven by Hunger is still here. Did anything else change? Nope, this is still what we want. Dexterous Fighter, Relentless. Minions gain a chance to poison on hit per point. Leads to increased poison damage per point. I like that. More interactions with the minions. Mana and 21 minion health. 1% of mana transferred to health on hit while you have more than 10% of max mana. Okay, just a way to kind of be a mana battery for yourself. Okay. I can work with that. I'm going to put a point here for Venomous Rites later. Ah! It's back. Get out of here. Totems are minions, so plus minion damage makes heat-seeking thorns do more damage. Oh wow, that's ridiculous. Well, I am definitely going to have to break the mold and not do a heat-seeking thorns then, because if everyone else is going to do it, that's no fun. We're here to break the mold, not fit the mold. Broadsword. OP thorns, yeah. Seems that way for sure. Wow, that leech, 11%. Minion health up. Oh, that's pretty. I like that a lot. The water effects look great. Level 6. Thorn Totem. That leap attack. Found it during your second Let's Play? Okay. We'll look into it for sure. Well, I'm gonna need more on the blue tree. Ancient Tome of the Fish! Does it teach me to swim? It does not, I have been let down. Oh, that minion health though. Potion use too. Sorry, minion damage. Take a back seat. Generation. Just found it during the second Let's Play? Yeah. I'm always finding new stuff out. I'm enjoying it a lot. I just hope as tuning and balancing keeps going on as the game's developed that the huge swings in class identity will be kept true for the player. And by that I mean like all the wonderful choices that you can make. You know, you're not pigeonholed into one because it's so much better than the rest. Wow. Serpent Strike again. Definitely leveling faster. We are going to go for that attack speed. 1 with the hunt. Let's see where this got moved. Spirit Thorns is still over there on the left. That'll probably be the second skill that we specialize in. Waypoint! Unallocated passives. Put another into strength there. What is this? Don't like it, it's glowy. Shattering stone. Whew. Alright. Using a two-hander, got it. Minion health. Has more minion health. Not enough though. Okay. Skills. Entangling Roots. Does damage over time. That's spot 4. What does it get? There's might. When you use Entangling Roots, the force of your stomp also deal melee damage in a matching area. Added damage applies at twice normal value to this damage. Got it. Formation. Vines to sprout. Vines are stationed minions that poison on hit. Tang Roots has increased area. Spell damage. Lasts longer. Poison if it hits repeatedly. Butte Sap. Gotcha. Buffs granted by the roots last longer. Spriggans of the Grove. Allied Spriggans in its area gain effects. Allied wolves in the area gain chance to poison. Bears and serpents. I like it. I like that you can do a lot with roots. It's a very dynamic ability. There's a lot of options to it. Roots of Lap. Increased mana cost, 3 patches, second and third being random. Each patch has reduced area. Create its own healing nova if you've taken Restorative Harvest. Right there. Patch's initial melee hit if you took a Terra's Might. And damage from multiple patches overlap. Overgrown Path. Got it. In a line. Staggering Impact always stuns. Nice. Additional patch, reduced duration, reduced damage. Okay. A lot of fun opportunity there that I see. Oh yeah. Keep racking up that minion damage. Okay. Little AoE, looks like a poison cloud at the moment. Pretty darn awesome. Hot? That's not hot. Well, maybe an imagination game it is. Moss Troll. What? Really? Pretty wild swinging differentiators on which choice to take in the path. What, Amanda? She's not over here. Summon bear. Grr, it's a bear. Okay, bear has points. Can use swipe on a 5-second cooldown. Recovery speed. Damage and stun chance. More health. Claw totems. Your bear kills an enemy, 10% chance per point to summon a claw totem. Claw totems use your melee attacks and scale with your bonus to minions. That's actually pretty cool. Armored bears. We have a right to arm bears. Bears retaliate with a thorn burst when they take 75 damage. Travels farther, faster. Tearing thorns cause bleeding. I like it. Speaking of bleeding, 15% increased damage and chance to bleed on the bear. Primal precision, crit chance, crit multiplier, thorn bear. Bears you summon cast Briar Thorn from range. Taking retaliatory thorns note in the tree. Bears now retaliate when they take 30 damage instead of 75, so really rewards you from branching out in multiple ways. Armor reduction on the thorn. Are you only playing the free demo? Like, is that all that's out? Or if you are a supporter, is there more gaming open? So, hey Case, a couple answers to that question. I am currently only playing the free demo right now. If you are a supporter, there's more of the game open when it releases. For example, when the alpha phase hits and is ready to go, everyone who's supported, that is supported up to the threshold, you can see what those various thresholds are if you click on the Twitch panel below, since you're all watching on Twitch. You just click that Last Epoch button, it takes you to their supporter page, and you can see how much you'd have to donate towards the Kickstarter in order to get the opportunity to play in the alpha. There's a reduced amount if you want to donate that for beta access. Basically, by supporting and helping to raise money for the game and the developers to put money into this game to make it actually happen, they're rewarding those people. Thorn Bear. 4-second cooldown of Briar Thorn. Gain health. Piercing Thorns. Well, we're going to get these retaliatory thorns. Meanwhile, with our wolves, we're going to get the next rank of On the Hunt, because we want to get to those pack hunters. And it's a bear! His name is Gerald. Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Only read a bit on it last night before bed. Saw it here today after work. Figured I'd ask. You know what? Feel free. If I can answer your questions, I am more than happy to. And if I can't for any reason, I will try to find someone who can. There we are. Leap! Get him, bear! And Gerald the bear roars to stun enemies. Get him, Gerald. Okay, thank you so very much. I do appreciate the support. And I hope you guys are enjoying the stream, because this is a lot of fun to check out. What? Oh, it's your wallet.
Yeah.
What's that doing here?
Apparently being put back together.
Oh, okay. That second point. Now we do have retaliatory thorns. I want to go toward Thorn Bear.
I'm missing a card.
Oh, forceful swipe. What card are you missing?
I am missing Maya's medical card.
Oh. Time to get the claw totem. Find it?
No.
It's gotta be here somewhere. Aha, found it.
As I say, I was in the kitchen for like 2 seconds, guys.
Let's get Fury Swipes. Make our bear swipe. Oh, our wolf died. It's no good.
Okay. Please keep an eye on that.
She thinks she is. Tempted to go for those claw totems before heading up to Thorn Bear.
This is apparently covered because I'm not clean out.
There's the next area. I'm gonna head back. I want to see what else is out here. Leap. Have the legs of a champion, I'll have you know. Got a pretty full inventory. Head back to town.
I need baby wipes.
It's right here. Blacksmith, to me. Come on. There we go. Shop. Now I am aware of the crafting system with the shattering stones right now. But I'm waiting for something really nice to drop. Yeah, sure. Pick that up. Has some good minion dodge on it. That'll help out a lot. It's neat. Nice weapon. Looks like a glaive. Oh, all my other character stuff is in here. Cool. It's all linked up. Let's see. Back to the Troll Mud Swamp. Swampus. Alright, here we go. Oh! Wolf, where are you going, man? We are level 10 already. Flying through. Nothing can stop us. Oh, feels great. Actually using all my abilities that I have on my bar, not just a one and done spam. There we go. New skill. What did we get? Tornado. Well, this sounds pretty cool. Let's put that on where we had our Untangling Roots at. And what does this do? Really small specialization tree. We need to move claw totems to on hit rather than on kill. I would. That's pretty. I'd like that a lot, actually. You're gonna have them come up a lot more often. Tornado's a lot of fun. Cast lightning at the nearest enemy for 2 seconds. That's pretty awesome, actually. Cast lightning more often. Increased range. Okay. I wish it said the range. Like, if we could get that implemented at some point on the tooltip as to what that range is going to be. I mean, obviously I can try it and guesstimate. Lasting Storm, 20% increased duration. Stronger Pull. Alright. Hurricane. Chance to cast a second tornado per point. I like that. There's 5, so that's eventually 100%. But that your pull strength is going to be pretty negligible at that point. So people are probably only going to put 3 points here, because that's 45% reduced pull strength per point. It doesn't say it's multiplicative, so that tells me it's additive, unless otherwise specified, because you guys went to great lengths to put multiplicative on everything that was. Debris, increased base damage, increased mana cost. Okay, I like it. Oh, 100% damage converted to fire. I'm almost to pick that up just to see a fire tornado. No longer move around at random. Reduced damage. Eye of the Storm. Tornadoes you cast attach to you and move with you. This plays further into that melee upfront fantasy. You could cast Eye of the Storm, and then it becomes like Hurricane from Diablo 2, which is an old favorite of a lot of people out there. I'm honestly tempted to specialize in this over the bear. Actually, over the wolf, maybe. No, because I can summon multiple wolves eventually. Yeah, on the hunt. So the next time I can get pack hunters. Bear. Do I really want to get rid of that, though? You know what we are? We're going to despecialize in the bear. And we're going to specialize in tornado. We're going to get charge storm. Let's check it out. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you are enjoying yourself. This is looking to be a great deal of fun. I am thoroughly enjoying it. Let's do this. Sci-Fi from the Discord. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We haven't checked out... Oh! Aha! Whoa! Okay, so... if you guys saw that graphical... see what it's doing to the base of the tornado? That graphic here? That's a bug to report for work in progress. Again, early alpha. Don't expect it to be perfect. But want to report stuff like that when I can. You know, I'm supposed to be watching to that lightning it's supposedly casting. Doing a pretty bad job of that, huh? What do you do? Gives me tenacity, minion health. Alright, I'm not using those. Maybe on a void night I would, but I won't know until I get there. Let's try from here. It looks like the electrocute range from the tornado is almost a melee. Summon Frenzy Totem. Summons a totem that increases the attack and cast speed of all nearby allies. That's pretty neat. You got a snack? Does not have a specialized option yet. I'm actually going to take Swipe off of my bar here and use Frenzy Totem. But I'm going to move Tornado to the right click and Frenzy Totem to the number 4. I'm going to keep Fury Leap because it's a mobility effect. And in games, no matter how they approach this genre, it is very much needed to have mobility on your character. Alright, let's focus on overcast skies. Let's see how the increased range helps this. Unallocated passives, still only an access point. I'll put the second point here for now so that I've access to the venomous bites when I'm ready to take it. That'll be later. There's the lightning. Let's see here. Let's put it over here. No lightning effect. Yeah, it seems to be pretty much melee range. Opening Uni to fix that tornado grab it right now. Hey, thanks a lot, Les Deepak. I'm really glad I was able to be a help with that. There we go. Frenzy Totem. Can I have multiple? No, I cannot have multiple Frenzy Totems. Okay, so no risk of abuse on that. I do like that I get multiple tornadoes out like this. So, for the specializing, I'd have to say that Charge Storm isn't going to be really worth picking up unless the range is increased a bit more. I don't know what the base range is now, but it's very, very short. Almost not worth picking up these nodes up here. I feel that that stronger pull. Thorn's Totem is where it's at. Yep, that's what Critical was telling me. I'm trying to break the mold a little bit here. But I might have to give in and go for those Spirit Thorns just to check it out. We're going to despecialize the Tornado, not because it's a bad skill. It's actually pretty fun. But we're going to check out the Spirit Thorns here because you guys seem to be all about that Thorns. And we're going to put that on the right click instead of Tornado. Rip Tornado. Leather Boots the Lizard. And, yep, it does affect. The Frenzy Totem does in fact affect the Thorns. Now, the only reason I personally don't like what I'm doing here is because I've played Totem builds in Path of Exile and I just simply don't enjoy the playstyle. But that's me personally. Not everyone is me. Heat-seeking thorn totems are super powerful. Oh yeah, of course. There we go. There you go. I'll have that next level to check that out. I made the original Thornsmancer. Nice, critical. I mean, this is a pet build in its truest sense, I guess, because the totems count as pets. You're pretty much guaranteed to use Frenzy Totem because it's pretty impactful. I now have Thicket Blades. Summons a mystical thicket around you that repeatedly damages nearby enemies. Recasting refreshes duration. Alright, so this appears to be... This is like some sort of blade armor. Like an immolation aura, if you will, that does damage to things around it. Oh, let's get those pack hunters out. Gonna enjoy this. Oh wow, look at that. Beastmaster is way better than the D2 Druid. Oh, I completely agree. It handles concepts that the Diablo 2 Druid looks like it should have been able to do, but failed due to the way content was shaped. There we go. Got my 2 wolves out now. But wait, there's more. The Diablo 2 Druid only honestly had 2 viable builds for Hell mode. The pet build was completely inoperable at somewhere mid-Nightmare. You might have been able to swing it at end Nightmare because the Grizzly Bear was stupid strong. But you weren't really a summoner, you just had the bear and the spirit. And maybe the vine, if you bothered. But with this, I can have the multiple pets if I choose to. Ancient Shield of the Brute. One of your wolves is named Egbert. Egbert, where are you? Oh my god, it is named Egbert. Alright. And I'm summoning the totems right in her face to reduce the missile time. Because they are firing missile weapons. Yep, I have Egbert, Primal Wolf, and Gerald. Pull of time! Future that has been ruined. Well, whoever ruined this for me, you're in trouble. Summon Spriggan. Holy freaking specialization tree. Let's see what you are first. Summon Spriggan. Cast spells to attack enemies. Healing aura to keep you and the minions alive. Resistant to powerful area attacks. I can't believe I'm getting rid of Fury Leap, but I need to check out more skills, and I just refuse to get rid of my wolves or my bear. Summoner can summon stationary vines and attack with poison attacks. Summon vine is a 5-second cooldown by default. Your Spriggan has 10% reduced cast speed. Alright. More spell damage per point. This increases the damage of its default Veil Orb spell and its Entangling Root spell. Alright, Aura of Life. Healing Aura grants increased health regen. It grants 100% by default. Alright, I'm glad that you guys included what the default was, but why is that not a part of the Spriggan itself? Why is that not on his tooltip? Or maybe have an advanced tooltip option that breaks that down. And I'd also like to point out that his root node reads Volcanic Orb, not Summon Spriggan. Let's see, attuned vines. Vines have more health. Vines deal more damage. Forest Razor can summon 3 vines at once, but the cooldown is 200% longer.
Alright. That sounds pretty balanced. That raises the cooldown to 15 seconds. Vine Mastery. Increased cooldown recovery speed per point for summoned Vine. Alright, I like that. That kind of plays into the Forest Razor. Volcanic Spriggan, I like it. You know what? If he can cast Volcanic Orb, I am all for it. I absolutely love that ability. I loved it the first time I cast it. It's Frozen Orb on steroids. I absolutely love it. Floral Ascendant. We looked at that already. Festering Orb. Veil Orb deals more damage to bleeding enemies. Alright, I love how that plays in to how you can make your other minions, the wolves, the bear, even the thorns from the totem, make things bleed. I really like that integration there, that synergy, if you will. Damage to poison, again, if you prefer to have the serpents out, if you use Serpent Strike, so you have that going for you as well. Spriggan has more health. I don't see him ever getting hit by anything. What? Has Mom told you no?
Yes.
Then no. No, Mom said no. No. I'm sorry, but your older sister wore out the puppy dog eyes. You've already lost. Aura of Retribution. Aura grants increased damage per point. Restores more health per second per point. Alright. How is Aura of Victory any different from Aura of Life? The Healing Aura grants additional increased health regeneration. Aura of Victory, Healing Aura restores more health per second per point. So does the Healing Aura do both regeneration and a raw health restore? Because those sound like the same thing to me. Or does the Aura restore X health per second and increase the health regeneration of those affected by the base 100%? I would really like some clarification on that at some point. Increased damage per point, I really like that. Warding Bark, Spriggan has additional armor and elemental protection. Biomancer, okay, I like the sound of it already. Casts Entangling Roots, which snares enemies. So it's our Entangling Roots, I'm assuming. If it is, would that not encourage the Spriggan AI to go into melee to cast it? Or will this only cast this defensively? Or will it only cast it at max range? Because if the Spriggan AI wants it to go into melee, it's hard to keep a supportive unit like this alive when the AI wants to be overly aggressive, when you necessarily may not want to be. Hey, settle down. Take a chill pill. Tangling Roots damage. Tangling Roots is spread into smaller patches. Alright, this looks identical to the various nodes. Yeah, these are literally the same root nodes that you can find on the Entangling Roots ability. So there is no point in taking the Entangling Roots spell and specializing it, because if you wanted those things, you could just do that by specializing in the Spriggan. I actually want to specialize in the Spriggan. I don't know when I get my third specialization, though. I'm not sure I've ever seen a Spriggan do a melee attack. Yeah, it says it's a caster, so I'm assuming it would hang back sci-fi, but Entangling Roots is in itself in this game a melee skill. It does a small area around it. I'm not saying it doesn't, I've just never seen it. Oh no, I'm not looking to start an argument. I'm just, trying to get the clarification out on it. 18% more damage. Armor shred. Thorn totems have more physical damage, leads to natural odds. Yeah, chance to do double damage. Ooh. Can have up to one additional Totems last 3 seconds longer. Oh, well. That was an easy choice. Spriggan, to me. Okay. What was that accent? I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about. The accent you heard on stream was a lie. You were just attention seeking. Yes, she is attention seeking. Not hating it. Just hadn't heard it till you said that. Fair enough. Yeah, I have 8 thorn totems, I think. Oh my lord.
Whoa! Whoa! Please stop!
No phone. You don't need a phone. I know. Life is unfair. Oh, careful. A little too adventurous. Oh, I know. You scared yourself. So you take this node on the roots and on the Spriggan and they overlap and complement. Okay. That's a way to look at it that I honestly didn't. As you can see on the map, I'm going off the beaten trail, so to speak. A sharp maul, crit chance of damage. You know what? I can sacrifice a little bit there. Automatic. Gained a level. Oops. Oh well. I did get a node point. How do I get the Savage Pack? Requires node points. I have a node point. What do I need here? I have plenty in the strength and yeah. It's a ghost. Boo. Can we have more clarification in the tooltips as to what's required for these various nodes? What? You don't have a phone. Young lady, you are 3 years old. You do not need a phone. Another access point to get it, I believe. I have 6 on the blue. I have 4 on the axis of strength. I mean, I was of the assumption that the sum total of both sides, as the white part is touching, then it's unlocked. There's no white to connect to it. This isn't linked. None of these are. I mean, the crit ones are linked to the attack speed, but those are deeper in. I wouldn't expect those. Like this one required 1 of each. And how many of these? Do these require 6 of each? I mean, let's... Aha! 5 of each for this one. 5 of each for the second tier. Please, 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 please include that somewhere in a tooltip. No, I mean the white part that's coming from your axis point. Okay, let me take a look at that. Yeah. It just wasn't very clear to me exactly what the requirements were. I saw that every 6 points here, so I made the assumption at 6. It turned out to be 5. Iron armor of the mouse. Because, you know, that inspires fear into the hearts of my enemies. I wear mouse armor. Better watch out, world. Copper ring of the brute. Oh. There we are. No, as you add access point, the golden area is moving out. As it touches the node is unlocked. The golden area is expanding. Okay. Okay, makes sense. Rotted core, venom tips. Yeah, I mean, just I can keep adding to my maximum. Now they do cost a lot more mana per point. It's up to 29 now. I do have a very limited mana pool. Pack hunters too. Can't wait to get Mauling Pack. Oh, I am up to 3 wolves. New video getting done tonight. Password and how it works. Thank you, Critical. Little potato scrubs like myself need that. What are you? Grave Eater. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. There's a mana efficiency node for thorns. Yes, I did see that.
Hey, it's time to make some dinner.
Alright, I will end this soon, honey. Why aren't these casting at that? All right. Big guy. And there's that mana limitation coming in on the extended fight, really showcasing that. New skill unlocked, Flanking Strike. Dash through the target, dealing damage in your path. Near a summoned beast, dashes through as well. I love that. However, that's not flanking. That's my only gripe with that, is the name. That's not flanking. But I love that it pulls your nearest companion with you as you're going in together. It really draws that line to the companionship that you have with the spirit animals that you're summoning into the world. Let's see here. 1 access point. Alright, let's get that up to 6. We got 1 strength off of that. And for those who don't know, all these stats are actually a really big deal. Each point of strength grants 10% armor, 20% melee damage. Make that skill level passive game mechanics for the noob in you. Absolutely. Intelligence grants ward protection and increased elemental damage. Dexterity is 25% crit chance and 25 dodge rating. Holy cow. Endurance, 50 tenacity and elemental protection. That's awesome. As you can see, those primary stats actually grant a considerable amount. However, I need to go help my wife make dinner for my children, so that's where I'm going to be. Definitely going to be streaming some more later on today, definitely perhaps tomorrow if not. I am very much looking forward to this. The more I play, the more I'm figuring out and discovering, and it's an awesome game. It really could be that diamond in the rough nowadays, where games are just kind of slipping and falling from grace, if you will. This really has an opportunity to shine. I really encourage you to check it out. Check out the Discord, meet the community. There's a lot of great people there. They're more than willing to help and answer questions. I cannot encourage it enough. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed it. But I look forward to seeing you guys next time.